Welcome to another episode sponsored by the American Heart Association and the Hearts and Parks Association, in collaboration with the Duke Healthy Lifestyles Program and Duke Center for Eating Disorders. In this episode, we learn about the importance of freely choosing one's foods based on how the foods make your body feel, versus feeling ordered to eat a certain way because it's the rule. If this doesn't make any sense to you right now, we hope it will soon. Let's take a visit to a typical dieting group.
Welcome to our Healthy Weight Management class. Today, we are going to go over the very simple rules of our eating plan. There are certain foods that you are allowed to eat, and many, many, many foods that you are not allowed to eat. It is good if you eat the foods you're allowed to eat, and it is bad if you eat the foods you're not allowed to eat. You are allowed to eat foods that are purple, orange, triangular, or cone-shaped, but you're not allowed to eat foods that are blue, green, yellow, red, pink, off-purple, mauve, beige, white, brown, and any shape other than triangular or cone-shaped. I wish you the best of luck. See you next month.
All this sucks. There's like nothing on this menu that fits on our list.
Frank, I know this is tough. I'm feeling pretty deprived too.
Sounds like someone else is taking another rigid dieting class. My work is never done.
Daria, I wish you would just quit messing with people. If they would just follow the rules, all would be well.
Rita rigid? Seriously? Do we need to have this conversation again? When rules are too rigid, no one can follow them over time without negative consequences. You're burnt out. Let's not forget when you called me to come get you from the birthday party a couple days ago. That's why people need me. If the rules are too rigid, people feel deprived and then rebel. And I am right there to root them on.
Oh yeah? Game on! Let's go and see who wins. This family just started the Rigid Diet Club. Perfect time for me to come in and encourage rigidity. I bet I win them over. Hello there, Frank and Martha. I'm so excited for you that you've started a new rigid eating plan. Isn't following rigid rules fun and easy? There's clearly one item in the 10-page menu that meets all the rules of your plan and that you're allowed to eat. How easy! I'm sure boiled purple triangular-shaped cabbage will be very satisfying.
Frank, Martha, don't you feel deprived? Those rules are ridiculous. No one could follow them over time. Just order what you want. No one could live like that.
This is so distressing. I don't know what to do. I can identify with what each of you are saying.
I wish this didn't have to be so hard. There's gotta be a better way.
Wow, this situation sure is tricky. I really think some advanced skills are needed. I don't agree with either Rita rigid or Daria deprivation. Their strategies are both too extreme. What is needed is one of my super secret weapons: self-validation. It's complicated. I hope Frank and Martha are up for it. I'm also hoping that I teach it so well that Rita rigid and Daria deprivation are willing to join me. Here I go. Why, hello there. I keep getting emergency bleeps that there's a really tricky situation going on here that could benefit from some superpower self-validation skills.
Captain Validation, thank goodness you're here. I don't think either Rita Rigid or Daria Deprivation understands what I'm going through, and I just don't know what to do.
Captain Validation, can you help us?
Well, I'm sure going to try. I think you both are ready to learn about self-validation. Self-validation takes practice. It involves a lot of trial and error. You will make mistakes, and then you will learn from them to get to know yourself better. You have to be patient with yourself. Basically, what it takes is turning your attention to what is going on inside your body. Then, you ask your body what it needs in that moment. That is step number 1.
Yo, stomach, what do you need?
I sure could use a small sandwich that is high in protein. I'm hungry, but my brain isn't concentrating too well. That should help.
At meal times, what you're listening for is whether you're hungry and how hungry you are. The second step is figuring out how the food will make your body feel. Do you typically feel energized after certain foods? Sleepy? Peppy and ready to go? Rather than having rules about what you can eat and what you cannot eat, I want you to be free to choose. Choose foods that treat your body with dignity and respect, and that give it the energy and nutrition that it needs. The third step is that while you're eating, you have to keep checking in with your body to see if you're still hungry or getting full. After a meal, you really should feel peppy. One strategy is just to check in with your hunger and fullness when you're about halfway done with eating. Another strategy is to check in with your body throughout the meal. You may have to check in more as you're learning to do this.
How you doing down there?
Feeling more energy, but not quite fueled up yet. Check back in a few bites.
Got it.
What do you think, Martha and Frank? Should we give it a try?
Sounds like it'll take a lot of practice, but I'm willing to give it a go.
Thanks, Captain Validation. That really feels right to me. I really do need to get better at tuning into my body. For me, that means I'm really going to have to slow things down.
Shall we give it a try? Let's look at the menu and think about how much energy your body needs and what kinds of foods would make you feel peppy and energized afterwards.
You know, Captain Validation, this is way more complicated than just following a bunch of rigid rules. My way's a lot easier.
And my way is a lot more fun, at least in the short term.
Look, Rita Rigid and Daria Deprivation, what you're saying is true in the short term. But neither of your strategies work in the long term, and they lead to some really negative and harmful consequences. My way is harder. It takes more work and more practice. But once you get it, you have a lifetime of feeling connected with your body. And that is the basis of greatness. Great self-awareness and self-trust. I believe in you, Martha and Frank. I know you can do it. I know you will make a lot of mistakes along the way, and I look forward to helping you on your journey. You know, I would be very glad to help you, Rita Rigid, and you, Daria Deprivation. What do you think? Come back to my office for some lessons?
You know, Captain Validation, I think I will do just that.
Me too, Captain Validation. I'm tired of the ups and downs that come with feeling deprived, then temporarily rewarded, but then deflated, and on and on. I need some new strategies.
My work here is done. May you be fascinated by the process of tuning into your body and learning more about what you need and who you are. Till next time.